Welcome to Popternative, where we dive into topical discussions from the worlds of pop culture, social media, and sports. Here is your host, Peter Remoliotis, aka PD Beats.
PD Beats here for Popternative, speaking to Emma Shannon about Pretty Freakin' Scary on Disney Channel and Disney Plus. Welcome to the show. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. I'm super excited.
I'm super excited too. We got a lot to talk about. Storytelling, acting. Is this something that you always kind of wanted to do, or did it kind of just happen, basically?
Yeah, I love portraying characters and telling stories that people can really relate to. I think it's really awesome when me and my castmates can make the audience think, "Oh, I've been in that situation," and "Oh, I've been there too." And I love making people feel and laugh, and I'm always genuine when it comes to acting.
For sure. And you look at Pretty Freaking Scary. I mean, episodes kind of are kind of rolling out on Disney Channel, and people also can check them on Disney Plus, which is awesome. I mean, it's kind of one of those cool things where you play the waiting game, and now it's finally out, and people can see it. It's pretty cool that the episodes are finally coming out, right?
Yeah, because we started filming like about a year ago now, and yeah, it was 6 months of filming and a couple months of waiting, and now it's here, and it's so exciting, and I'm really excited to share this with the new generation of kids and teens. So it's very exciting.
What can you tell me about the audition process for Pretty Freaking Scary? Because I feel like every audition's different, right? Did you audition for the character you got? How much did you know about it? Like, I'm curious about the audition, Emma.
Okay, yeah. So the first audition I did was a self-tape,
Okay.
and which is something that you film yourself and then you send in yourself. And for the second audition, it was a producer callback, and I was on a Zoom with like the producers and the casting directors, and we did the scenes a couple different ways. We had fun, we played around with it. And then my third audition was a chemistry read with the amazing Eliana Sua, Kyan Samuels, and Leah Mae Gold. That's something they do to see if characters have good chemistry together. And that was the first day that we really met each other. So that was awesome. And yeah, that's how it happened.
And it's cool because, I grew up with Disney Channel. This is a cool thing for Disney Channel because I can't, this kind of diving into kind of that creepy, kind of spooky world of stuff, right? Like,
Yeah.
there hasn't been a lot of Disney Channel shows that have been in that world, which I think is really cool. And there's a big appetite for a lot of that stuff now, right? You look at like zombies, vampires, werewolves, and everything, ghosts. So what's that like working on a show at a time where there is kind of an appeal for a lot of that spooky stuff specifically?
It's really exciting. I've always wanted to be a part of a spooky show like this. I love reading like mystery books, and I love watching mystery movies with like a mystery to solve. So I'm very, very excited to be a part of something like this. It's very exciting, and I'm very excited to share our story with the world. It's really, really awesome.
It's really cool too because I love all these characters in this show, specifically your character too. There's a lot to kind of unpack, I feel like, with a lot of these characters. I feel like it's not just kind of one of those Disney Channel shows. These characters are very like complex. Like, what can you tell us specifically about your character, what you like the most about your character in this show?
I love how she's very confident. At first, she's a lone wolf. She doesn't have many friends. She loves to express herself through what she wears and what she does with her hair. I don't know if you noticed, but every different color outfit she has different hair. So that's one of my favorite things is my hair changes color with my outfits. But yeah, she doesn't really have or want many friends at first, but she meets Frankie, and it kind of changes her perspective.
Yeah, it's interesting too. There's a really cool dynamic between those two characters that a lot of people kind of enjoy. And it's cool, right? Because it's on Disney Channel, Disney Plus. So Emma Shannon is officially part of the Disney family. What's that like? It's pretty crazy, right?
It's insane. Like this has been a dream of mine since I was like 6 years old, first starting out. And to be a series regular on Disney Channel is just insane. And I really hope that my 6-year-old self would be really proud of me.
That's so awesome. That's so great to hear. And okay, shifting gears a little bit, probably one of the coolest reveals ever of a character of a show I've ever watched in my life. I'm not kidding you. Like, Grease Rise of the Pink Ladies, which was on Paramount Plus. You play Rizzo, which is wild.
You know, I'm shocked.
Probably one of the coolest characters ever, and you got to play that character.
I still can't believe it. It's insane.
The reveal too. Oh my god! What? Okay, so all right. What did you audition for Rizzo?
Yeah. At first, we didn't specifically know that it was for Rizzo. The character just said Betty, but we kind of put it together because we've seen the movie like a million times. So I was like, oh, I know that her first name is Betty. So I kind of put it together, but it was like the second audition that it was kind of revealed that it would be for Rizzo. But I still can't believe it. Being in the bedroom from the original movie was a dream come true. Me and my dad are obsessed with Grease. So it was really, really awesome.
I feel like the way it was done, I really freaked out. Like I didn't see that coming at all. Like I didn't realize it was like 4 years or whatever before. Like I did. It was so cool to see, and that's like an unbelievable character. Like I honestly, like I genuinely, Emma, like I'm not kidding you. I thought about this, right? Betty Rizzo is my favorite character in Grease by a by a mile. Like
Me too.
by a mile. Like this is just such a cool character. This is such a amazing character. So what was that like, stepping in the shoes of like an on-screen kind of icon character like this?
I was very, very excited. I looked up. I've seen the movies like a bunch of times, but I wanted to make sure that I really, really did Rizzo justice.
Yep.
So I really studied, and it was just such an amazing experience. Everyone is so lovely to work with and made it so easy to kind of step in and just try it head on. But yeah, and Madison, who plays Frenchie,
Yep.
we were in this together, and we were freaking out over everything together, and I don't think it could have been more perfect than it was.
And I interviewed her as well. So now I've interviewed both like Frenchie and Rizzo, which is awesome. It's so crazy to think, like, I do find it interesting. Like, from an acting perspective, does the mindset change a little bit, whether it's something like Pretty Freaking Scary or Grease, or like, do you kind of all see it as like acting or storytelling specifically?
I think I see everything very genuinely and very the same. I treat every job that I do as very, very important. And yeah, I love everything that I do.
Absolutely. What would you say? Like, I feel like with Pretty Freaking Scary, it was I saw a lot of like BTS that the cast is finally putting out. It must feel good to finally be able to like post that stuff, because I know how it is, right? You have it ready in the bank and you have to wait. What was it like kind of working with everyone on that show specifically? Like, was it just because you spent a lot of time with certain people, you have more screen time with others, but what was that like working with the cast of Pretty Freaking Scary?
Oh my gosh, it was amazing. It was 6 months of working and seeing each other every single day and every single week.
Yep.
And it was just we became so close so fast. We all had school together. It was a lot of fun, and I couldn't have asked for a better group of people to have this experience with, because everyone is so nice, and we have like inside jokes and some pranks on set, and it was always just a really, really, really great
Pranks
time.
on set are always the funniest because I feel like, is there any prank on set on top of your mind that comes up?
Yes, I remember one time Jonas had like these big chains on his door, and he couldn't get in. And once he finally got in, there was like a million rubber duckies all over his room. It was
I feel like that's a question I always ask about like pranks on set. And there's always people who are like, there wasn't any pranks on set. And I'm kind of like, no, you're not being truthful. And they're like, okay, this, like, there's always a prank or two at least.
we had a few. It was like a little prank war. It was
It's
really fun.
amazing. And what's the reception been like from your family and friends with the episodes starting to kind of roll out?
Everyone is super supportive. Everyone is like watching and like sending me like, oh, congratulations, and posting things like, check my friend out on this show. It's amazing. And I am so happy, and I love all the support, and it feels really good.
Absolutely. And people can kind of check out Pretty Freaking Scary on Disney Channel and Disney Plus as well. Emma, so great chatting with you. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. This was awesome. You're so cool.
I appreciate that. That's awesome. Okay, so yeah, they could check out the show, and then your Instagram account, it's just your name, right? Emma Shannon, like for people that keep up to date with a lot of things.
Yes, it is. I am Emma Shannon.
You are Emma Shannon, so it makes sense. Well, this has been Pop Turnitive. YouTube.com/PopTurnitive for previous episodes. You can catch Pretty Freaking Scary on Disney Channel, Disney Plus. Until next time, this is Emma Shannon and Petey Beats signing off.
Thank you for tuning in to Pop Turnitive. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Pop Turnitive on YouTube. Be sure to like Pop Turnitive on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.